All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Me here again, talking about real things and real music and real musicians doing really weird and creepy things and doing it in real time for a few real people just like you right there and just like me right here. Queen's Brian May is back to discuss the Dodge Omni variant. He loves the new Dodge Omni variant, and 2 weeks after supposedly getting it, and by the way, we're being told for the most part that the Dodge Omni is just an ordinary, as it was back in the day, an ordinary car that doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I mean, really, compared to the other cars and variants out on the road, the Dodge Omni apparently is kind of like the common car. You know what I'm saying here? It's the common car. And you can go to the drugstore to get your common car serviced, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm doing a great job with these stealth words. Anyway, they use the goofiest picture of Brian May holding a thermometer. Brian May is still feeling the effects of the Dodge Omni more than 2 weeks after getting run over by it. Wow, 2 weeks later, and they're still talking about this. Is this good publicity, by the way, for the thing, for going to Walgreens? Is this making people think to themselves, doggone it, I never say doggone it, I've got to go to Walgreens now. Brian May, he is a poster child for why I need to go 3 or 4 times in 1 year, at the very least. Some people probably want to go weekly, right? And they're lining up to get this new test that he's talking about here. So Queen guitarist Brian May, who recently went public with his battle with the thing, it's a battle. You know, some people battle cancer, other people trying to defeat the Dodge Omni. I get it, okay? Cancer, Dodge Omni, which is worse. I'm thinking the cancer, but let's just continue, shall we? So he says he's still feeling the effects more than 2 weeks after getting hit by it, the Dodge Omni, but he's okay. He's going to tell us he's okay. He's not going to thank the folks over at Moderna. He's not going to thank the people who have been vigilant, warning and fearing, and warning again and fearing some more. Fearing, I'm using it in the wrong way, but you know what I'm saying. In a series of posts and videos on Instagram, the 74-year-old has been documenting how he's been affected by the thing, and the specific thing here is the Dodge, in the last few days. A week ago, May said that he and his wife, Anita Dobson, apparently contracted the thing after going to a birthday lunch. Oh no, didn't they hear what Dr. Fauci said? You really shouldn't be going out whatsoever. You should avoid people at all times. You should definitely wear a mask if you can. Stay away from anybody who looks very suspicious. Just completely avoid floating particles if you can. And don't enjoy your life as much as possible. So he probably didn't hear the advice of the good emperor who had so much good things to say at Christmas. It's going to be a dark winter. Here's my pep talk for the nation. Some people are going to die. And it's going to be a dark winter for those who don't follow the rules and do the protocols and go to Walgreens at least 3 or 4 times in a small period of time. I'm the president and I approve of my own message. He explained that the lunch seemed like a safe situation. Oh, it's safe. It's safe and effective. It's completely, can't do anything. Come on, it's safe. As he had taken here's the test I'm talking about here. He had taken a lateral flow test that morning. Whoa, it's lateral. Getting hit on both sides. Gilligan. And he and Dobson had both been thinged. They want to make sure that everybody knows that they did all the virtue signaling things they could. They've been thinged, and they've taken the lateral flow, and they've taken incoming from the flying particles and the debris that's flying around. That's debris. I call it Derbis sometimes just to be kind of weird. So very early Monday morning, May returned to Instagram to thank fans for 1 million views on his original. Does he get like for 1 million views? I can't get 1 million views on anything. But Brian May, you know why he got 1 million views? Because people are baffled. People are like, why are you posting this stuff? This is not good advertising for your government to lock you down. No, because this isn't working. And you need to recant of your honesty. All right. There's a little bit of honesty here, but then there's still the usual government rhetoric that Brian May returns to. He wanted to thank the fans for 1 million views on his post, announcing his diagnosis and to offer an update on his condition. Because yes, we are a little bit perplexed. He says, thanks again, folks, for 1 million views. I'm glad it was useful. Yes, it was useful in illustrating what a moron most people are who have decided to follow this new religion, because this religion is complicated. One day you believe in this, the next day you believe in that. You say there's a science, you say there's a doctrine. There are things that you can do. You can mitigate this, but then it doesn't work. So then you say, okay, well, at least this didn't happen, right? At least I'm still above ground. That's what he's saying today. Today, I'm at day 16 after the event, which did the damage. That would be the Dodge Omni rolling through. He and his wife went to that birthday lunch, and there was the car right there. It was Dodge Omni, beautiful car, hatchback, nice wheel covers. He says, I'm still congested. And he's got a slight cough. And he's still sleeping too much. You know, you can't get enough sleep no matter what, folks. So I don't know. That last one, he's still sleeping too much. He's probably not sleeping enough. He says, I've been consistently negative in lateral flow tests for a number of days now, which means he's clear for takeoff, because the test, I guess, determines if you can function in society. And notice now, the lateral flow, instead of that other test they were using, which was highly inaccurate all of the time, right? And even certain people started to admit that, but I think they're still using it just because that's what we do. We all bundle here. I feel pretty much fine except for being tired. But that may be partly due to the fact that most days I choose to do my cardio exercise on the bike rather than rest. Well, didn't your pediatrician say as a kid that you should like drink or eat chicken soup and rest and drink lots of fluids and rest? And I don't know, everything that we knew from like regular math, we'll call it math, we won't call it science. Yeah, we can call it science, or we can call it just what your old time country doctor used to tell you to do. He used to say, hey man, you're not feeling good. You know what you ought to do? You ought to rest a spell. All right. You know what I'm saying there? And now he's saying, I'm on my cardio bike. So that's the excuse as to why he's tired most days. Get off the bike for a while, Brian. So do not fear. He says, do not fear out there. Fear not. It seems that in most cases there is life after the Dodge Omni. Dun dun. But do be very, careful. Do is in capital letters. Do be very careful. Okay, Brian, how much more careful can we be compared to what you've been doing by your own sort of regimen here? I don't understand how you can be more careful than Brian May fighting the evil Dodge Omni. I'm just curious as to what else we can do. He goes, even the extra thing that you're supposed to do is shown to be little defense against the Dodge Omni. What? So the needle just flew off the record because he said something that was against the narrative. Oh, my dear Brian, back up the truck, buddy. You need to walk this one back. The previous things are still out there. You know, the Delta Dawn variant, and then there's what? The Epsilon. And then I think the Alpha is still probably running around too, right? Because the Alpha is the first one. I don't know. I'm losing track, folks. And this is why, you know, I never took any Greek, because it's all Greek anyway. All right, I'm losing it here. So those previous things are still deadly. My advice, Don't relax your guard. Stay on the exercise bike rather than rest. He didn't say that. Minimize your contacts. That's his advice. Don't go near people. Good luck, Bry. That's it. And then he went on again. He added there's something called Neo Thing. I had one more piece of random advice. Oh, yes, because I'm a doctor, or I play one in this band called Queen. It's really pure speculation. I don't have access to research data on the thing. This is purely based upon what I've seen and would rightly be judged to be anecdotal. But if you and I do that, right, and we put out content, we say, this is anecdotal evidence. Here it is. I'm on the floor. Okay. This is what happened to me. It's like Eric Clapton. This is what happened to me. And my experience was real. And they go, you must be hallucinating, Eric. There's nothing wrong. You're fine. You're just bankrolling all of your supporters. That's what you're doing. And now Brian May is bankrolling all of his crazy supporters. See how that works? He goes, but around clusters of definite things over the last couple of weeks, that means when you get the thing, I have noticed that there seem to be groups of people who suddenly get nasty things that you have to mitigate by going to buy some NyQuil, which do not ever produce a positive result in a lateral flow test. Okay, so maybe it's not the thing, Brian. Maybe it's something else. And he says they're identical to the thing, and he's trying to like make it into what he calls the Neo thing, N-E-O, the Neo thing. I feel this feeling that there might be a kind of Neo thing reaction out there, perhaps in people who have really good protection for one reason or another, or perhaps only receive a low amount of thing at the point of contraction. I think I said that right. Why would this matter? Well, if their symptoms are being caused by the Dodge Omni, but they are hidden, there must be a possibility that they can affect people around them with the thing, right? So my advice is stay away from people. That's going to be the title of this video. Brian May, you just wrote the title of this video. Brian May says, stay away from people for no apparent reason. They get nasty things. And if you get one, think about your family and friends. Bry. So, gosh. All right. They keep going with this article, but I'm not. It's, oh dear. There's a lot of comic relief here, folks. So Brian May's advice is to just stay away from people. Minimize the last paragraph before that paragraph. He said, minimize your contacts. Good luck, Bry. Okay. And then at the end, he basically says that the best thing you can do is stay away from people who suddenly, for no apparent reason, get the nasty hybrid. And if you get one, think about your family and friends. Yeah, okay, so if I get one, what I'm going to do is go home and drink the chicken soup. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know why this is so difficult, but stay away from people. And how do you know these people are suddenly experiencing the same set of problems that you are? Are they identical? Are they similar? Yes, of course they are. That's why all of these new definitions and things they keep throwing out there at people to try to make them fearful. Oh, don't go near anybody. Stay away from people. You know what, Brian? I agree. I will stay away from people like you because you're one confused individual and you're not a doctor and you're giving out medical advice. Isn't that what we're all told day and night? Well, you're not a doctor. What are you doing dispensing medical information? You know nothing about this. And I'd be like, well, you know, I did some you can't do your own research. This is for the professionals. What are you doing? I don't know, just because, you know, I'm worried about, you know, what's going on out there. I figured I'd take matters into, you can't take matters into your own hands. What you need to do is be quarantined and then be paralyzed, not physically or literally, just don't move because that's the best thing you can do. And if you can put off breathing for a while, we would recommend that. But if you need oxygen, you know, then you go to the ICU, go to the ER, they'll intubate, they'll give you this wonderful new medication that so far isn't really, doing anything great. Another one of those emergency use things. And then you can pray and hope for the best, but most likely you're not coming home. That's kind of the whole thing here, folks. And my advice would be, if you don't feel well, I would stay away from other people. I wouldn't go to the breakfast luncheon or whatever that was. I would just stay home. And when I felt better, then I would go back out. That's what I would do. But now you have to have the lateral flow test. Oh my goodness, the lateral. Who pays for the lateral flow test, right? Do you pay for it? Oh, maybe the government pays for it with all that stimulus money they've been printing out. All right, folks, as you can see, not much of this really makes sense. But I'm here to make even less sense out of it, because at this point, laughter and comedy might really be the only cure for this problem. My name is Dave. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out, my other videos that I have on this platform. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell if you want notifications on new videos. And yeah, tell your friends, make sure you put the videos on repeat play, watch them often, share them, do what you got to do, because, time is short. We're running out of time in 2021. And I can almost guarantee you that 2022 is going to be as psychotic as 2021.